Hey there, Brian Stewart here with Data Professionals. I'm the CTO here. Wanted to share with you the three most common things that have people calling us lately. Number one, business email compromise. That by far is the hottest topic the last 6 months that we're seeing is that clients often have multi-factor authentication turned on in their environments, whether it's Google Workspace or whether it's Office 365. But what we're seeing is that there's a lack of visibility and monitoring by the services provider, if they have one, or it could be that they just have someone in the office that's the administrator in the environment that's doing the best they can. Maybe they just don't completely understand the auditing rules. They're not technical, which is it's complicated. So we're seeing a lack of visibility into the environment. There's no notification set up. There's a lot going on there with the conditional access policies. And so there needs to be advanced monitoring in place. There needs to be a hardening process to where someone goes through and hardens the environment. There needs to be a good backup of the environment. There needs to be a lot of things done in order to keep threat actors out. MFA is one of those, but it's not enough to keep the bad guys out. They're using advanced techniques. One of them is called token hijacking. They're able to bypass MFA and get into the organization. It's always financially motivated, and it almost always leads to financial loss. We're seeing cases where people have lost in excess of $500,000. Just one one business email compromise could lead to several $100,000 in losses. We've seen it multiple times in this last year. The second thing that we're seeing a lot of is just unplanned downtime, whether it's due to hardware failure, lack of backups, things like that. So our job as a provider is to review your environment. Once you become a client, we have a RAMP methodology. It's called RAMP. It's review, advise, mitigate, protect. During the review process, our job is to make you aware of any types of vulnerabilities, any types of threats that would threaten the vulnerabilities that could lead to exposure and then loss. So our job is to advise you, walk you through those mitigation options. There may be cases where you accept risks. You can't mitigate all risks, but we want to get those risks to an acceptable level to where the data owner or business owner can live with that. What we're seeing is that there's a disconnect between the data owner and the provider. In a lot of cases, there was no review done. In a lot of cases, the IT services company doesn't even have someone that can do these types of reviews. They don't have the credentials, the experience, the degree to do this type of thing. Maybe it was just an account manager that went out and did a head count of how many devices and how many users that are in the environment and what types of backups are needed. Basics, real basic stuff. And the client is paying hundreds of dollars a month. In a lot of cases, they don't even know what they're paying for. The invoice is complicated. In a lot of cases, they're getting billed for things they have no idea what they're paying for. So our job is to be transparent with every service, every line item on your invoice. We want you to understand what you're paying for and what you're getting. No surprises. Again, Brian Stewart, CTO here at Data Professionals. Love to have a conversation. Click the link below, send your information. Let me know that you watched the video and that you would like to look at RAMP or one of these other types of technologies that we have available. Love to have that conversation. Talk to you soon.